Hello and welcome to Art Town Wednesday evening. My name is Reagan Dickard. I'm an artist and illustrator in Seattle, Washington, and on Wednesdays I take a trip to Art Town to work on art whether I feel like it or not, because I'm a professional illustrator, but it's hard to get yourself to make personal art if you're me. So I invite anybody who wants to work on their art or just wants to watch me make art, that's welcome to. Or if you want to work on your own projects you've been meaning to work on, that's what Wednesday is for. Hello, and hello, Krista. Is this Krista from Portland? Or a different Krista? And either way, how are you? I have no idea where to put my mic, so hopefully it's loud enough. Also, I have a fan on, because it's a little warm this afternoon, so I'm sorry if there's a little hum in the background. It's because it's a little bit warm. Hello Carly, hello Renee, hello Emily, woohoo, woohoo. We all ready to party? Please let me know if any sound needs adjusting. I'm happy to help, and this is certainly one of the Kristas from Portland. Hello? No, you are the only Krista from Portland. I've heard there's no others. Yeah, so welcome guys. Before I get started, I wanted to let you know some, just a quick change that I should have added that should work to the thing. Let's see. Yes, there we go. So I added what's called an emote wall. So if you put any emotes, you guys can give it a try. It should pop up in the chat box. Just a little fun thing that I did. Because why not? Because I'm bad at prioritizing. But hopefully you enjoy it, so it's worth it. Like this, I'll show again. Artie. Pudding. See that? Do you see that up there? Yep, there's a pumpkin. Very good. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Kat. Yay! Full house. Love it. No, yeah, there it is. Maybe I'll make them a little bigger. I feel like it's fun if they're big. Here, I made it bigger. So there you go. Just fun if you know, just a little fun thing to do. That's all. Also, if you saw at the beginning, I have shared the, I'll just show this real fast. I have now added the residents who have made a resident card to the little intro so that everybody can get to know the other residents. There you go. So that'll be at the beginning and at the end. And that is all my little pre-gaming announcements. Yeah, awesome for you being you. So what is everybody working on today? Any plans? Any art plans? Anybody doing art? Are you cooking dinner? Are you working on a project you're meaning to work on? Are you drawing? What are you drawing? We'd love to hear. Later on, I will share some of the new products. Just remind me, maybe like halfway through, I'll take a little break and share some of the new products that have already arrived. I've got some new stickers to share. And then even later on at 8:30, I will be playing Stray, which was gifted to me by the wonderful resident Cat here in the chat as Moo Bear Cat. So thank you again for that, Cat, and we'll be doing that later at 8:30 after a brief break. Right, let's see what everybody's doing. Renee says the membership cards are great. Thank you. I think they're fun. Oh, I forgot to take my nail polish off. Oh well, see me chipping it off. Carly's gonna work on the prompt. Ooh, nice. Victoria has finished her s'more art for S'mores Day. Ooh, is it S'mores Day? That's exciting. Oh, the other thing is I'll be sharing, if any residents are on the Discord, if you have any art that you want to share towards the end around 8 p.m, you can put that in the Discord in the gallery wall section and I'll share it on here. So, Victoria, I want to see that s'mores art in there. And Emily is sewing. Did I say that? Wonderful, Emily. Are you sewing another Animal Crossing? Or wait, that was that Kat who was doing the animal? Who did the Animal Crossing? Woo Kitties. And I am working, I know it's invisible right now, but I am working on the 2 ghosts that I finished sketching this morning. Yeah, but they're basically invisible, so if you didn't see them on social media, then you know, that's just too bad. But we got 2 to work on. I hope the sound of me shaking this thing isn't too loud, but as usual, I think you all have seen my other ghosts, but if anybody here hasn't, this is part of this series of just ghosts hanging out, drawn in POSCA marker, so. Bada bing. And Zach is here. He's just in the other room. We'll see if he'll come hang out with us. But for now, let's get started. All right. So this is the most boring part. Unfortunately for this marker, fortunately for me, I don't have a bigger version of this marker. This is the red wine. Yeah, this is the red wine one. But it's small, so there's no speed version of it with a bigger marker. I love this color. I'm pretty excited to use it, even though it's very different from my other colors, but it just fits the vibe so well. Distant Zach vibes, yep. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, see what I was, no, you can't see it yet, but I was totally right. These details are teeny tiny. So I did so much work on the details, and I don't know if they'll even be able to come out here. So that's great. That's life. That's our life, baby. I got very distracted today, as I am wont to do, but I was trying to write my update for the Patreon about last month, and I got a little bit more of it done, but still not done, still not finished. Do POSCA pins come in thinner sizes? Yes! They come in a wide variety of sizes. Look, so this is the PC 5M. This is my favorite size. I'd say it says it's bullet shaped. And then there's a really big one called the PC 8K, the 8mm size, which is big and chonky. Yeah. And then a variety of sizes, you know, it's got the 3M, this is a little medium-sized one, which is also a good one. And then they've got all the way down to 0.7mm bullet shape. This one has like a little plastic nib, so it's a little tricky because it can kind of splash out, but it's good for fine details. And then they even have like pin widths. Let's see if I have one of those. Yep, it says pin type, like that. A little tiny. This is my working collection. But this one I only have this size, so this is like almost like, I think this is how I first worked in POSCA. Just this big one and maybe like one smaller size. So it's like old school Reagan. Okay. And it also means, just in general, it's gonna tend towards being a little clunkier, but, you know, maybe that's okay. Can't get so in the weeds with details. You're the first artist I've seen using them, so I've come to associate them to Rhodonia. Oh, well, you should tell them that. No, it's okay. They already share my stuff sometimes. But yeah, lots of people use them, but I know I talk about them all the time. Victoria in particular has been using them lately as for her series that she's been working on, if it's a series. Well, hi Rock! Hello! Have we seen you in a stream before? I guess it says you're not a first-time viewer. Rock, I believe you're a resident of our town, right? Long-time resident? And I remember distinctly I did a portrait of you and your girlfriend, because I remember your name. You've got a super memorable name, and the portrait of you was so fun to do. But what's your question? I've used POSCA pens for beekeeping, but I've been interested in getting into them for art stuff. Do you have recommendations for starting out with them? Well. First of all, if you're a resident, which I think you are, 2 years of our town, oh my goodness, wonderful. I actually have a POSCA guide to how I work with POSCA markers that I wrote back when I was writing, you know, the arty business guides, or the making it. I talk about how I use them, so definitely check that out. But I'd say experiment with a couple different sizes, you know, because it'll have a very different visual impact on your work. You know, size of the little nib. And I'd also recommend having a little scratch pad like this for separate from your art, for either testing out colors, but especially to kind of clean off your your marker, because they can be kind of, oh my god, this music. this glass of wine music. Anyway, they can get kind of dirty because it takes a second for them to dry, and if you want really crisp, clean colors, you can like kind of wipe it off on a piece of paper, scrap paper. Yeah, so I think that's one of my biggest tips on keeping it kind of clean, you know. And then I also, it feels very like, the way I use them feels very almost screen printy, because I very much do it like in layers, because I like very distinct colors, which is not, some people use the kind of wet blendiness of it to their own effect. Correct me if I'm wrong, Victoria, but I think that might be one of your techniques, is kind of like using that blending, because at least I feel like you have a wide range of colors in your POSCA things, especially like in little details. Oh, you said I tried them because of your art. Oh, cool. My goodness. I should be like sponsored by them. Yes, I love to blend. Oh, okay. That was my guess. Yeah, and then just experiment. But because I like to like plan the colors ahead of time. So what I used to do before now I do this in, my goodness, this is taking so long. Now I do this in Procreate, but I used to just make quick little like color sketches, just to see what would go where, so that I might go like this and, say, okay, so that's gonna be that color, just to see like the contrast, and then I'd like let this little piece dry, and then like test the pink out. Oh, here's another good reason. I don't exactly know why this happens, but so you shake the markers, at least I do, to get the ink flowing into the nib, and you can kind of pump it on a piece of paper, but sometimes it spills out like this, so that's why you do it on a, that's why I do it on a scrap paper. So yeah, once this kind of dries, you know, I'll test the colors like that, and then I might say I think that this purple would look good, but let's just see about the contrast, you know. So this would like be my little my little color sketch, and then I say, yeah, that looks good, but I might try a couple different versions. So scrap paper, key to POSCAs, can get inky. Look at that. This pink is watery. I don't know why. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but it's a little bitch. Maybe, okay, maybe while I'm, since you're asking, I think this is a great time to kind of talk through my process here. Oh shit. Okay, so here's a key thing. I got a little bit of the ink on my finger accidentally, and then it smudged down here. Oh. But it's okay, Rock. Rock, relax. Rock, it's gonna be alright. Yeah, so I'll just kind of quickly go through when I'm working on something, you know, filling in the colors, and then you can come through and get more precise with the like edges and line work later, because it takes some time to dry. So that's kind of what I'm doing here first of all. Don't want to go too quick, don't get too confident. The other technique that I've used here is I did this sketch digitally that I shared on Instagram and to the Discord, the Patreon, the Ragonia Discord, and then I just printed it onto my paper at a very low opacity, so I can do as much fussing as I want with the sketch, and I can use all the digital tools and then I can just do the, you know, final material. So that's a tip brought to me from fiance Zachary, who studied comics. He said, print it out. Draw it digitally and then print it out, and if you have to do it traditionally. Unless you like the process of sketching physically, but I think it's a great time saver. It is a good idea. Yo, it's saved me so much time. So see here, I start to run out of ink, and then I do a little like tap tap to get the ink kind of flowing. And then we got a nice thicker layer of ink. And you can see already there's like, you can see the lines, but that's okay because I'm going over first in a, this is just the first pass, and then I'll go over with another layer of the ink to really thicken it up. And for the big spaces like this, I would normally recommend the bigger, either putting down a layer with paint if you have like acrylic paint or gouache. No, not acrylic paint, gouache, or something thinner than acrylic paint. I think that's too thick, but I don't know. Because that's easy to like do a big wash. That's what I did with my really big Dancing Cats one, which was a mixture of gouache and, here I'll show you, a mixture of gouache and POSCA. I think the only place that isn't a gouache wash is this blue, but honestly I actually don't remember. these markers, I feel like, are really good at doing a very, like, kind of chunky shapes, you know? Like, kind of clean lines as opposed to... See, like, if I tried to do like, a painterly line, I guess you can kind of do it, but, like a paintbrush, you have a lot of variation in line weight. And at least this type of brush, the bullet brush, is better for like a very thick, strong lines. I've seen a lot of artists digitally sketch and then lightly print before inking. Good time saver. There's no such thing as cheating in art unless you are straight up copying someone. Then that's cheating. Okay, well, I mean, maybe there's some cheating, but... So I'm kind of going on memory for these... Gosh, for these, I'm gonna have to look on my... Because I can't remember what colors I said I was gonna do. Let's see... Not this one, not that one. Alright, so this one's gonna be blue. And the light pink. Very good. And then, where's the other one? Okay, so it is white. I was trying to remember what color I was thinking for the bathtub. White. There we go. Okay. Great. That was a great question, Rock. And I'll continue to talk about how I work in POSCA. Yeah, if anybody ever has questions about business, art, anything, this is a great time for me to chat about it. Otherwise, you know, I'll just mutter to myself about what I'm doing right now. Alright, so let me finish up going in here. I'm great at muttering to myself. Worry not. I hope it's entertaining. Okay. Blink, blink. And now I'm coming to the edge of where I want the white to be, so I'm slowing down and being more precise, because it is possible to cover up a dark color like this burgundy with white, but it is messy and slow and difficult, so it's better to have a plan for that ahead of time. And it's like worst case scenario that you have to go in and fix something like that. Alright, and I am almost done with this first little pass, and this is starting to get a little messy, and I'll tell you what I do after that. Thank you, Emily. I'm glad you like it. Glad it's helpful. Or entertaining. I'm like Bob Ross. Just like Bob Ross. Spot the difference. Okay, so I'll tell you this. Both, yes. So first of all, the pins start to get little pieces of paper or little pieces of dried ink. I'm not sure exactly what, but it starts to get little, like, little pieces of something. The bombs. And then it appeared in the chat. And my technique for cleaning it off is to kind of roll the nib on the piece of paper until those little pieces of paper, I'm gonna call them paper, come off. And then sometimes I use these scrap paper to put for products or something. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna let this dry, because the next thing I'm going to do is start to get into some of these details, and I don't want my hand smudging over any little spots of wet ink. So I'm going to set this aside and work on putting in the background on my next one here, which once again is invisible, but it won't be in just a moment. And for this one, I got the big one to help me out. All right. And so that should speed up at least the, you know, first round of the process pretty well. The big ones, unfortunately, don't seem to be quite as, like, opaque as the smaller ones. But it's good for a first pass like this. Or I suppose if you wanted a more brushy look like this, you could do that. Have you guys heard Bob Ross got that big curly perm? Correct me if this is wrong. But I think I saw that Bob Ross got that curly perm because he thought it would be more interesting looking on TV. Ooh, he did! Emily corrected me if I was right, which I was. And everybody send a little, cost-effective and saved him money. We love a cost-effective king. We wholeheartedly support. Everybody say a little wish to the universe that I sell every single one of my originals at Emerald City Comic Con next week. I want to sell every single one, okay? I won't. But I'm manifesting. My sister has, when she came to visit, look, see how it starts to like empty out? You can put the cap on and shake it and then do a little that. There's the energy. The energy. Thank you. You will sell them. Yes. My sister was talking a lot about manifesting when she came to visit. She kept being like, I manifested this. Quasi-jokingly and also kind of seriously. Which was funny. We had some funny moments for that. When we were trying to return from Portland, we were taking the train, and the train was on the way back super fucking late. Oh my god, so frustrating. And they didn't know it was like stuck somewhere. What happened? It was, there was like a malfunction or something, and so it was stuck somewhere. And it didn't end up arriving. It was supposed to arrive at like 8, and it arrived at like, I don't know, midnight instead. Ugh. So we were waiting for a long time, and we didn't get home till like 2 a.m. 2:30 or I don't know, very late. But anyway, there was a particular moment where she was like, I'm manifesting that it's gonna come soon. And then in like 5 minutes, someone over the person over the loudspeaker arrived and was like, turns out it's on its way. And Lane was like, oh, I manifested it. She was so excited. But then he came back and was like, he was like, it'll be here in half an hour now. And we're all like, yay! And Lane's like, I made that happen. And then in 30 minutes, he was like, oh, I'm sorry, we got the wrong information. It's actually still stuck, and now it's leaving. And I was like, where's the manifesting now? And she was like, that's how that kind of thing works. You remember when it works, but you don't remember when it was wrong. Okay, so see there, sloppy fast. And we're gonna go in and do the details in a minute. Now we can come back to this. Who has dried? Yeah, I'd say it's dried. So I'm gonna come in and start to fill in the little details, and later on I'll come back and fix this up, you know. But yeah, let's do some edging here. Oh, she set her manifesting to snooze. Right, that's right. That is what happened. So this is another thing I do with the markers. I fill in the edges. This is probably a technique for like everything. Fill in the little edges first, nice and careful. And by that I mean most artists probably do this. And it works for paint too, right? Yeah. I'm talking through it. It's all good. It's all good, Reagan. I'm gonna be nice to myself like Bob Ross is. Manifest the good Bob Ross energy. Alright, what do we got over here? And it's okay if it kind of goes over the edges because these colors aren't, you can kind of layer them and these colors will work well together. The purple into this kind of red background color shouldn't be too complicated to layer over each other. You'll see, we'll go in and do you just get more detailed as you go, you know? So we got this candle here. You will be nice. Renee's manifesting everything for me. Oh goodness, this thick pen. It's trying me. It's testing my patience. Oh, but you know, we'll just have to work with it. I am Bob Ross, and I'm patient. I'm patient Bob Ross. Ray Ross. I'll fill in this little detail. And you can also kind of rotate as you go to get a better angle. Like that. So we fill out the shape first. And then fill in the middle. Gently. I used to record videos of me doing this for Inktober, back when you could just do regular videos. I've heard that you contemplate only on what you want, not what you don't want. Yes, like The Secret, right? What you think about what you want, and you will attract it by wanting it. Which also fits nicely into what we were just talking about, of that kind of, you know, confirmation bias. Is that the right term? Where then you feel like it happened because you were thinking about it, but really you just weren't looking for the other thing. I don't know, something like that. Alright, so there, we did the little edges. Actually, let me come in and do this little guy. And heck, while I'm at it, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna just fill some of this in to do another layer in the background. So this is me doing the second layer. You can see the first layer, and then, yeah, second layer. So don't say I don't want to feel sick. You say I want to feel well. Yeah, yeah. Which you can see where that can start to. It's very American. It's very, you know, fits well into American ideas of like, if you're sick, it's just because you have a sickness frame of mind. And there are some things that doesn't work that way. In fact, there's a lot of things that don't work that way, you know? I mean, it's very American to be like, I am wealthy, and if you are poor, it is because you have the poverty state of mind. So these things most certainly can be used for evil. American evil. American evil. Just doing that to get the ink flowing. And the other reason you want to let it dry is when you put a second layer on it, it can start to oh my god, I'm gonna run out of this. It'll like kind of peel up, and if the bottom layer is like totally dry, it will not do this little like peel up thing. Oh gosh, scarcity mindset, right? Oh gosh, influencers. That's a great way to continue to make people feel like it's their fault. Trying to sell you a course, yeah, exactly. What, you're saying you don't want to spend $200 on my e-course on how to become wealthy? Then that's just the scarcity mindset holding you back. Maybe I should start trying that on. Oh my god, I can't even. I'm laughing even just thinking about the possibility of going on Instagram and being like seriously being like, you're just a bad artist because you have to give me money. No, I don't know. Oh. How long does it usually take to dry? It dries pretty quickly. So you see, I just set that aside, and the other one, like this one, has been dry, right? But I'm just still working on this, and you can kind of tell the difference when it's it like is a different color. It's shiny. It becomes matte, so that's a great way to tell when it's dry. And if you go in there and you start to like add another layer, and it's doing the thing where the ink is still moving around, then that might mean it's not dry as well. But it's very quick, yeah, because it's a pretty thin layer coming from the pin. It is quick, it's nice. Scarcity mindset. My mom had the secret book. I remember finding it in the basement. I was like, what? They use a metaphor of like, if you want a bike, I don't know, if you think enough about wanting a bike, then, but it's easy with like, it's easier with getting a thing, but not you know, you guys know. The stream starts with, I'm Reagan, this is our town. Listen, do you have money? If you're not afraid to part with it, you'll never, if you're, listen. Oh, yep. Listen. I know, that's kind of why I switched to stop making those articles. Partially I said so much about those articles, but also I'm like, I don't know if everybody should follow my advice. And I don't know if I should say that if you followed my advice, you will be a successful professional illustrator, because I don't feel like I'm successful, so probably shouldn't. You know, my childhood was with that mindset. That's yeah, that's you know, it's very common. That's that. It fits very well into the other cultural institutions we have in the US, so it makes sense. So you can see it's still a little wet up here. You can kind of see the different color, yeah. And so, time to come in, do some more with this bad boy. Oh, Rock liked the articles. Thank you. I know, I liked them too. I appreciate it. I liked it too. I just, you know, everything felt like it was like popping off in the beginning, and everything felt so new, and it was exciting to talk about in the beginning. You know, and now I feel like the things that I would talk about, just at least in terms of article form that I haven't already talked about, they're like less exciting, and it's I don't know, it's just now it's just working, you know. It's less about like I have less like firsts to talk about, and I don't know. Now it's just, I also was spending so much time talking about it that I didn't have the time to like actually make the art that I said I was doing, you know? I love this blue too. Thank you, Emily. Oh, your advice is valid. It's led you to... Thank you. I think people look for a path because they're lost. Uh-huh. Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you. Yes. I agree. I know, you know, and maybe it's part of just my head, but... you know, now I just want to make art. I think that's a big part of it, is just spending more time talking about being an artist than making art, which is why I made this switch, and I am so much happier. Yeah! That post I did on Instagram was no joke. I legit, it's going great. Still not always easy. But I had this thought when I had the week that I was like, well, now what do I fucking do? Because I like ordered all these products, and I was like, well, here comes Wednesday. I have to choose something else to draw. When if I... Ooh, risky. That's an ink bubble. That's why you're not supposed to do that on the paper you're working on. Oh my god, I'm playing with fire here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but having a routine helps me so much, and having a commitment like this. And now I wonder, you know, you guys have heard I've done this so many times, you know, I like to think that either people would want to make me make art, and that's why they support me on Patreon, and slash or you know, maybe people want this little motivation to make art every week as well. This one is much fainter than the last one, so it's pretty hard to see. That's okay. You covered quite a lot of topics. You were bound to run out. Yeah, I was bound to run out. I know, my dad even said that when I got started. He was like, I think you're going too into depth with each of your things, and you're gonna... Isn't it better to save it for later? Or like break them into smaller things? And I was like, no, I owe my patrons so much information. And then I ran out of topics. Talked about all the things. But it seems like, and I'm just gonna say this, I've been thinking about it this week, it seems like a very successful way to make money as an artist on Patreon is to do the thing I've seen lots of artists do, and this makes sense, where you subscribe and you get like a little piece of art. So it's like you get a piece of art every month, like a print and a sticker, or a pin, or just a print, or just a sticker, you know. And then it's like a sticker club or something like that. And that seemed like a lot of work, and I didn't know if people would be interested in it. But now anytime I go to someone's Patreon and they're making a bunch of income, I'm like, maybe I can make that work. But also, you know, Kayla and I talk about Patreon and it a lot, and we aren't the type of people who, you know, I'm gonna tie my hair back, it's being annoying. if we want new products, we'll like want to buy it. We don't really like the subscription model, but I just see like so many people. I don't know. You know, I'm very grateful for my patronage amount. I make around $500 a month on Patreon, and I see people be making 1,000 plus through that model, and I'm like, I could use $1,000 a month. But I don't know, I'm gonna keep going with this before I, you know, I'll try some other methods before I give that a try. Not that, yeah, it just seems like a lot of work. But I guess also doing monthly live streams seems like a lot of work too, but I have a hard time foreseeing myself making and ordering a new product once a month, but I don't know. You guys have any thoughts? Would you guys like anybody here into that type of reward? I also say this because you guys know I'm always super grateful for Patreon support. But you know, I had some people join during the you know, when I launched this, and then it's been very, very quiet and like slowly growing still again, and I'm like, oh, But I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna keep going with this because, you know, maybe it's just other I don't know. I don't fucking know. Personally, I'm choosy about what art I buy, so 12 prints a year might not get used. Yeah, that's how I feel. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but for myself, I'm like, I just wanna, I don't like just like, yeah. But, you know, maybe people could like opt into it or something. Amelia, hello. Hi, good evening. How are you? I'm talking, theoretically, I'm talking about Patreon. I wonder what the cost is to do the mailed art. Yeah, true, because then there's a cost associated with it as well. So it's sort of, it seems like in terms of finances, it would kind of be like a, almost like wholesale. Because wholesale, you aren't making the full sale price, you're making the wholesale price of your art. VOs, you know, which is, you guys know how to calculate wholesale. It's, I don't know, like double the manufacturing cost, or it's like the manufacturing cost plus how much money you want to make, and then you multiply it by 2 to make your sale price. And then when you do wholesale, you kind of like divide that by 2, so it's like the original number. Right? Something like that. This is also why I didn't want to keep talking about business, because my business technique is very like, I don't fucking know, it sounds right to me. Oh, so many chat. All right. Cat doesn't like monthly physical goods. Yeah, me too. Okay, I mean, all y'all are saying that, so maybe I'll keep going with this, you know. Amelia was at mini golf. Fun. Did you win? Did you crush everybody else? What was the cutest mini golf like scene at the place you went? Was it all kitschy and vintage? Oh, and Rock said, I feel like you have stickerable art and have used the freebies I got. Oh, nice. It could be like quarterly seasonal stickers. Yeah, true. I think, I mean, the other thought I had is that people could, yeah, quarterly. I thought about quarterly. You know, you can do that without, I could just be like, this month, any new subscribers or any new patrons can get this sticker if you want it, and any existing patrons or residents can like message me to say I would like one. I don't think that's too complicated. That way, if anybody's like paying, then people aren't getting things they didn't ask for, and whoever's paying attention and care can ask for if they want, because yeah, maybe I'll do such a, you know, then it's not like I will do this every month, then it's like, hey, as a little bonus, if any patrons want this, I've ordered this many stickers, and you will get one of these for free, and the rest will be for sale. Ooh, this is a great idea. I'll just, you know, use the little, like, bonus thing as, like, an incentive, you know? So it'll be like, if you join now, you'll get this before everybody else, and I'll list this later, yeah? Got an idea! I hope I remember this idea and don't just forget it like I do most ideas. Duolingo. I will not practice Japanese right now. Alright, now I'm doing another layer on this bad boy. Okay, but actually I've been drawing for about 45 minutes, so perhaps I'll let, you know, these little fussies dry. And speaking of stickers, I will show you guys some of the new stickers that I got in. Yeah. First of all, and I don't know if I've showed this, some people have seen this, some people haven't. Here's the sticker sheet. Little Halloween-y sticker sheet that I am so obsessed with. It came so quickly, and if anybody's curious, I ordered it from Awesome Merch. In 2020, I ordered some stuff from Awesome Merch, and it took forever to get to me. But maybe that's because it was 2020. These came really quick, and they're really good quality. Really thick. Really, like, vinyl-y. Great color. I love them. So cute. Okay. So this is going to be at Emerald City Comic Con here in Seattle, and I will list them later in the fall. Okay, next ones. As recommended by Carly here in the stream, I have Rainbow Maker stickers to go in your window and to make rainbows in your space. Ooh! So you can see they are clear. Can't really see, but they like make little, so you can see the little rainbows that come through, and you put them in your window. And it's usually lighter behind, so the little cat stands out. And rainbows come in. Yay! I love both of them very much. And I feel like I especially like this one. I'm so happy to have done a Halloween. Oh yes, Indirect Sunshine, thank you. To do a Halloween rainbow sticker, because I haven't really seen Halloween ones. So I think if these sell well, I will make more Halloween ones. Hooray! I have one of Carly's up in my window. Rainbow. And I'll take a little stretch break too. Since drawing for an hour, I recommend everybody take a sketch break. Do I have my own points? Big stretch. Here's for you guys. And cat redeemed drink the water, thank you. Everybody take a deep, big stretch. I did this morning, I'll do it again now. You can do whatever stretches you want, or you can follow me. Reach your hands above your head and drop your shoulders down. And now clasp one hand in the other and reach your shoulders up to your ears, and then kind of lean back and drop your shoulders down. Just lean back. Renee redeemed nothing. Ooh, I especially like to do this over my chair. Very good. And then relax it, nice. And then after that, I like to do little shoulder circles, where you push your shoulders together like you're pinching a pencil behind with your shoulder blades behind your back, and then drop them down. Oh my god, it's like such a strong stretch. And then forward, like you're kind of hunching over, and then up towards your ears. God, you guys are doing nothing. That means you're not stretching. And let's do another one. Little roll. Maybe we'll just do like 3 more. 2 and 3. You guys. That's so funny. Okay, now we'll do a little wrist stretch. First of all, put your palms together. A little prayer position, and then rotate your fingers down to the ground. Hi, Sir Cat Kerr. I know you needed it. We all needed it. We all always need it. Like this. Everybody redeeming nothing, and then give a little shake out. That's good. Alright, then put your hands forward. Hands forward. Tuck your thumb in. Fold your fingers over. And then push your whole hand toward your wrist. Like so. Ah, it's the good stuff. Woo! This one's good. They're all good. What am I saying? Just give it a nice good push. Okay, and then shake it out. That's the stuff. And then the other direction. Hands out. And then stretch your hands back towards your face, your fingers. And that's especially good when you stretch your little thumbs out. Amelia wants to dance. Okay, there you go. Before I do a dance, let me think if there's any other stretches. And then I also like to just relax my jaw. That's good to do halfway through the stream. I've been smiling and talking. Oh, and if you clench your jaw, this is good. To do a little relaxing down. So it opens. Do you have a request for a dance song, Amelia? A type of dance song? A vibe? You guys. I know, never have we redeemed so many of these things. I like you guys redeeming them after I do it, too. This is a monumental stream. Oh wait, do the jazzy. Oh, you want a jazzy song? Okay, I'll do a jazzy song for you. Oh my god, and how much better, how good do we feel now? I feel great. So I'm going to my streaming jazzy playlist. Now let's see what I can... No. What's the fun one? I'll do a Louis Zong song. How about this? No. I'll find a good one. Yeah. Yay, you guys feel great. Alright, now we can do a little dance break. Is there anywhere I can... Here we go. My hair's falling out. Oh, I gotta turn the music up. There. Thank you for redeeming! That was fun. That's great. Yo, someone redeem that every time. Halfway through. Whoever's got the points. You should redeem a jazz break because that was really fun. A dance break. Because that was fun. Alright. That was refreshing. I'll keep playing jazzy music. Since you requested it. Jazz hands, wait. Ghost jazz, curls out, moves out. Curls undone, shake your buns. Honey, she's dancing again. Yeah, my downstairs neighbor. I dance a lot, so. It's true. That was great. Seriously, please redeem that every time. Every hour. And oh wait, someone told me to drink water. I don't know if I did. I hope some of you danced with me. If you didn't, next time dance with me. Honey, she's dancing again. Okay, I have no idea if this color is gonna look good, but you know what? You never know until you add it in. I chair danced great. Sir Catker was dancing. Wonderful. I don't know if we've chatted before. Sir Catker, hello. Where are you joining us from? In the world / US country. And how did you find to join this stream? Are you here from what's it, Twitch, or the Patreon, or Instagram, or somewhere else? I hope you dance. Okay, so this is coming out pretty dark. I wonder if an even darker purple will look good. And also, Sir Catker, you're always welcome to, you don't have to chat if you don't want to. If you want to lurk, lurking is also welcome. Just so you know, we're whatever makes you happy. I support. Oh, that was great. Okay, I like this purple. So I'm just gonna fill it in and see, and if I end up not liking it anymore, I can, you know, paint over it or something. Okay. Alright. Oh, it looks okay. You know, it's very cool toned next to the warm toned wine, but you know, yeah, sometimes you don't know till you really get through it. Oh, these details that get lost, it's just... Listen, so you know what I'm gonna do? In some of these, I've been too precise. This color layers very nicely over this red. So I'm gonna just, you know, go a little further in, and then I can clean it up with this color once I get in there. Hello, I'm from Vegas. Sir Catker follows me on Instagram. Nice! Catker made this very good. Oh nice, wonderful. Well, I'm so glad you're here. I'm always curious how people find my stream. Because I'm not a particularly big streamer, so most people are from, most people are from Instagram. Not a big streamer yet. Your first Renee. Renee. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rude. Yeah, look at the artistry. Renee, you are sassy. Oh my god. Do 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 do. Oh no, this will be in the front. Alright, I'm already. Look, it's getting messy down here in the details. Carly, did they miss a wild morning stream? Would you describe it as wild? I would describe it as just me muttering about my frustration at drawing mechanical things like this for approximately an hour. Alright, I'm getting too bogged down in the details. For now, I just need to fill it in. Just filling in the details. And then we'll come back and we refine, okay? Guys? We're just filling in the shapes for now. Stop pestering me. We said the word wild a lot. Oh, really? It was wild. Yeah, it was crazy. Someone gave me $1,000 on stream. No, they didn't. But I did make wonderful art. Ooh! I picked up some of the red in there. Okay, see, I'm getting too chaotic. So it's all just gonna look like a big blob for now, but it'll be clarified in a moment. Wild was thrown around. Oh, I'm good. Did I say thank you for saying you love this one? I also love this one. I'd say this is... Oh, we should rank the ghosts. That would be fun. I'd say this one in particular is an S tier ghost. It is very funny. The vibe is clear and real. Why did I believe that for a sec? Oh, I don't know, because you're gullible. Because I'm trustworthy. That's why. Because I would never lie. Yeah, we should rank the ghosts. This one's S tier. The original orange ones are S tier. This one's B so far. The flamingo is A tier, I think. It's a little too complicated. Oh, I'd say B tier on the flamingo. I think it's a fun idea, but the way I did it is a little too complicated. I thought you got a secret side donation. No, I didn't. It's okay. Money's not everything. Money's not everything. Ooh, the little detail. I'll get in there. I'll clean that up. Oh, I hate this little intersection. That's a good spot to go over it with white, you know, to not have to, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna block this in. We can clean it up. How many times can I say I'm just gonna block this in? And we're just tossing some colors down. So this candle's gonna be pink, so I do have to be pretty clean with that. I think this stressed out tub ghost Might be my best friend. I'm so glad that they resonate with you. Tossing in the color. You know what I usually do with these is, like, I can lay these out on the stream, and then to get really, when I get like really nitpicky, I have to do that off stream because there's a lot of like pushing and pulling, you know. Okay, where's the pink? Here it is. The pink is just very fun. I feel like the color palette is good. This is good. I love this. You know, and the thing that I have to avoid is overworking it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and be brave here and do the little background line. Like that. Nice! Oh, that came out. Oh, it's so stressful doing these, like, important lines, you know? And then I think I'm also gonna do... No. I'm gonna come in and do the... Being careful not to touch the pink. I'm gonna come in and add the wine color. Oh my god, I feel like I'm using like a... These pens are so thick, I feel like I'm going in with like a butcher knife to draw this. This ghostie's a mood, ultimate relax ghost and Chase Lounge. Chase Lounge, Amelia. I gotta write that down. Amelia. Chase Lounge is a great idea. I spelled Chase right, yeah. I'll find that later. For sure. It's coming out. So cute. Okay. So we got the little handle here. We got this guy. I'm just telling myself I can push and pull later. Doesn't have to be precise now. We're just filling in the color. Filling it in. Okay, so this is starting to get a little messy. I'm gonna pull this out. I suppose you could also take like a tissue and like pull it off. That will look like Therapy Ghost. Nice. Making waves on this one here, huh? Okay. And then I want the little handle to this possibly to be white. I feel like that would be cute. Then what is the back? Yeah. I was picturing Therapy Ghost and the stress of its modern office now. Okay. That's good. I always start to like panic a little bit when I'm doing the details because it feels like it's never gonna come out, you know, clear and good, but it will. It will once you start, you know, once you start adding the details, push, pull, clean up, you know. I'm gonna reference this so it's a little handle, and that's nice. Okay, and then I'm gonna before I start to add the details, I'm going to smooth out. I'm going to add another... Jesus Christ. Okay, well, alright. So you see I did a big drop of this, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So luckily, none of it got outside of the, That's why I said, you guys, I said don't do that. So you just soak it up with a bit of paper. No. See? Breaking my own rules. Drops on the bath. Whew, okay. Crisis averted. Jeez, I frightened myself. I got too cocky, too confident. Flew too close to the sun, huh? My hair is falling out of my hair thing. Wow, that really rattled me. Perhaps I take a little break on this one. Let it dry further. It's coming along quite nicely, I think. So let's let that dry so I don't smudge any of that. And we'll come back to this. Making great time. Okay. So now I'm going to start to fill in some more of the details on this one. Starting with the bubbles. A ghost in a bathtub. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I might not even need the like little bubble details, but we'll see. Fill it in with a little pink. Have you ever seen 13 Ghosts? No, I didn't. What is it? What's it about? On one of our past like Halloween-y themed streams, someone asked me what my favorite Halloween media was. And I've been thinking about that ever since, because I feel like when you asked me that, I forgot like everything that I ever watch. Yeah, and so I just like think about that, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't say this. Like, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is absolutely one of my favorite Halloween time medias to watch. And just totally slipped my mind. So, what the hell? And let's see, like the Addams Family, you know, I just thought of all different kinds of things. And now we're gonna do the same thing with this purple on this one. It's an early 2000s horror movie about the family that inherits a glass mansion. It contains the spirits of 13 ooh, archetypical ghosts. Cool. The Warlock. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard of that. What's that one? I saw it. Did I talk about this? I saw Nope in theaters with my sister, and oh, it was so good. Can't believe I haven't seen any of his horror movies until that one. I know I need to watch like Us and you know, the other ones. Us and Get Out. And have you made any others? His name is Jordan Peele. I loved Nope so much. It was so good. A rich, legitimately rich text. I know nothing about it. Oh my goodness. Well, I will tell you about Nope. It is a brother and a sister who live in California who have a family business that goes back to their like great-great-great-great-grandfather providing stunt horses to Hollywood, basically. And they are black. And their great-grandfather, great something grandfather, was like the first person on the first film. He was a jockey. He was riding a horse on that like clip of the horse. And the person who filmed it, they said, is often mentioned, but you know, people don't know the jockey, even though he was also famous, right? So yeah, now they're kind of struggling to get jobs and to be able to continue to afford their ranch. And they discover that outside of their ranch there is aliens. There's like a UFO that's flying around, and they decide that they are going to capture film of it and sell it and become famous and wealthy, or you know, wealthy enough to keep their ranch, right? But yeah, and so they and many other people are trying to film this UFO, and it's about Hollywood, and it's about fame and acclaim and people who are put in the public eye via Hollywood and people who aren't. And so good. So spooky and just great fun. Highly recommend. Us disappointed you. Oh. Started with so much potential. Felt the story was dragging. Oh man. Well, I've seen people describe Nope as like his attempt at like a combo horror and a like a blockbuster kind of, because it's kind of got blockbuster, like, you know, summer blockbuster vibes. Yeah. Oh, these details, goodness gracious. Details got you dragging. Details got you down. Try not doing that. Try no details. And then you can never be disappointed. picked up a bit of blue there, but that's what I get for not letting it dry. That's okay. That's okay. Once again, just like the other one, I'm just filling in. I can go in and fix the details. Just filling in some color. I can come back later. Fix these little details, but I just first want to add a little bit more blue. And we'll clean this up. Okay. Try no details today. Yeah, exactly. Okay, very nice. Oh, alright. I'm going to keep going with details. This is the, you know, no, I'm gonna fill in this background. I'm starting to, doing my traditional, starting to wear down. This always happens around this time. And it's good to notice in your process after about, oh, you know, I know. After a while of drawing, you start to get a little tired, and that's okay. You know? It's just, you know, I don't have the energy. I'll have more energy on it later. You just get tired of seeing the same things. That's why it's good. I always like to, you know, take a little break and come back to it later. Hi, Riley. Welcome back. What's up, man? What you up to? Is anybody else getting tired from their drawing? I'm getting a little hot. It's always like hot in here. Why is that? Maybe I just get stressed out from presenting. Doing all right. That's good. I'm also all right. I'm getting a little tired of drawing, or at least working on this. I'm feeling a little sweaty, a little hot, a little tired. Ow. My little tank's starting to run low, as it does. Thank you. I got two here. Bada bing. Two ghosts. Pretty soon I'll take a little break. Not a break. 8:30. I do think I want to play a video game. I don't know how long I'll have the energy. Maybe it'll be revitalizing, or maybe I'll be too tired, but I'm gonna give it a go. Playing Stray. I've been thinking about it, wanting to play more of it. Whew! Look at this fan closer. There you go. Best game of 2022. Have you played it? It is so good. It's so cute. Yay for Stray! Yay again to Kat for buying it for me. Bah, 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 bah. Thanks. Thank you. Oh shit. It's fine. Got your nutrition on. Power up. So you can knock all the TV sets over. Yeah, we're at a good next part of the story. Yeah, I think I'm feeling tired, so I think it's probably a good time for me to start to wind down the art stream. So if anybody would like any resonance, thank you for the hearts. Oh yes, and it's Cat, yes. If anybody would like to share their art that they made today or this week or any time, any residents of Art Town, you can share that in the Discord. And I will pull that up to share with the class. Pop it in the gallery wall. And then I'm gonna take a break until 8:30. Eat a little bit of food. And then come back and play Stray for an amount of time. Thanks, Kat, for the joy. Yes, thanks. Yeah, my markers are getting tired, my little hands are getting tired, my emotions tired. It's a good time to pause. Especially, you don't want to, excuse me, you don't want to go into these details feeling like rushed and tired. You know, I want to come in at the top of my game. But yeah, they're coming out very cute. Carly will share next week. She got some cleaning done. That sounds good. Victoria shared a s'more. Ooh. I'll share in just a moment. See if anybody else wants to share as well before I start pulling it up. I'll just pull this blue over a little bit further. And yeah, if anybody here watching the stream is not a resident of Art Town, the stream is sponsored by my patrons, who I call the residents of Art Town. And if you'd like to join and have access to the Discord and other benefits, and the stream schedule ahead of time, a secret practice prompt for the month, or if you'd just like to support me as an artist and as a streamer, you can check it out at patreon.com/Ragonia. And always let me know if you ever have any questions about it. I've got tiers at $2, $5, and $15, and you can cancel anytime. And also you get a discount if you sign up for a year. If you pay all up front, get a cheaper price. And yeah, it supports me and the stream. And the more supporters we have, the more fun things we can do on stream. So tell your friends. And no worries if you can't or don't want to. I'm just happy to have you here. Very good. Alright, speaking of which, time to officially put this down and to pull up the art of Art Town resident Victoria. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up on here. And we're gonna go to this. Alright. Check out the wonderful art of Victoria. Oh my god, so cute. Yes, just what I was talking about. Adorable s'mores piece. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Renee telling someone to donate $1,000. Yeah. So cute. I love your stippling and your details as usual. Absolutely adorable. Love the colors. Love this like contrasting teal in the background. So cute, so good. The detail. I know, look at this. Wait, let me zoom in. That is Victoria's trademark. It looks delicious. The chocolate looks drippy and tasty. I think this might be one of my favorites that you've done. That, and I think the fairy is also my favorite. Also, I'll share, Amelia shared this morning. She was working on a picture. She's doing watercolor of this picture of the place that she saw where she's on vacation, I think you said. So spooky. It's very like Studio Ghibli. Have you been looking at, you should reference Studio Ghibli like watercolors. I feel like this reminds me of like Spirited Away. But so cute, great work. And thank you for sharing. And while I'm here and chatting, since I'm ending a little early, I'll also share one more time the practice prompt. So like I said, our town residents, my patrons on Patreon, every month get a practice prompt that's secret just for us so that we can all work on something. And they're a little tricky. I try to make them a little tricky. So, you know, maybe something that you're not used to working on. And last month, July, was vehicles. So Carly shared the vehicle that she chose was a hot air balloon, because they have a lot of hot air balloons in Oregon, and with this beautiful, very like 70s feeling, to me, hot air balloon, cutie little piece, looks like with alcohol markers, so cute, with the very Carly trademark like little movement vibes, if that makes sense, from the little lines. And let's see, there was oh, this is a different one. I mean, that's great art as well, but on the topic, this was Victoria's practice prompt of the month submission for vehicles: a ferry, which the Pacific Northwest is known for, and also I feel like a departure from your usual subject matter, if that's right. I think a lot of us do like very like nature-based subject matter, so it's really fun to see you do, you know, a vehicle. And the tiny clouds, I know, I agree, I love the tiny clouds. I love the background. And Victoria said all of the details, yes. And then let's see, Francesca, was it in the community studio? I think so. Shared, wait, she made for the vehicles prompt for last month's practice prompt this ode to her first time riding the bus in Minneapolis. Cute vibes, super cute. She's not here tonight, but she knows it's great. She said she snagged the style from this artist, Lisa Champ. As like a quick way to work on it. So cute. And we have all kinds of other awesome art that's been shared here that I shared on the past streams. And so the residents of our town can check out August's schedule for this next month's secret practice prompt. And Carly has already told me she's got some ideas popping, and I am so excited for this one. So again, a little challenging, but I hope it like inspires a lot of good work. Yeah, okay, so now this is a little early and I apologize for that, but yeah, I'm getting a little tired and I feel like I need a break, but I am gonna take a break until 8:30 and then I will come back and play Stray with y'all, with whoever wants to come here. And if anybody wants to head out, totally understand, totally good too. If you have to head out now, the next stream will be next Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to 11 to noon. I have it on the like schedule here, but you know, down at the bottom. But anyway, next Wednesday, 11, and then also same time as this, 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that'll be the day before. Oh, I'm sorry, wait. I will not be here next Wednesday morning because I will be setting up for Emerald City Comic Con, okay? So no morning stream next week, just the PM stream. I will have set up my display at Emerald City Comic Con that morning, and we'll be excited to talk to you about my feelings about the convention. Fingers crossed, I will already have finished the sign that I intend to go across the top by that point. But if I haven't, I will last minute likely be working on a sign to go across the top here. So, yeah. I will, I think I will end the stream and then I'll restart it at 8:30. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.